Back to our Season 3 of our Play Like a Legend FIFA tournament here at the Gfinity Arena in London. My name's Matt Andrews. I'm here with Paul and Chris. We've had a few matches of our tournament. We've got one group all done and dusted. Group A finished. Ty has gone through. Emmy has gone through. Zach on his way, unfortunately. But an interesting couple of games. Now we turn our attention to Group B. And as we said at the beginning, we've got lots of players who've qualified for this weekend's finals. Lots of players who are new to us, who we haven't seen much of, qualified online through various ways. And if you're interested in taking part in future tournaments, you need to look at gfinity.net, where you can take part, play in our games online. Maybe you can be here for our Season 4 and our finals, which are coming up in August as well. So make sure you get on that after this weekend, though, because we've got far too much good football for you to watch and potential opponents for you to be, researching, should you be joining them later on.
Indeed.
These guys coming up, though, if we have a quick look at the bracket for Group B, you'll see we've got Epsilon Rocky. He was here at Season 2. He's got a bye through from the first bit. It's win 2 and you go through, so we'll call that one win for Rocky. Which leaves us with xPoacher and LBP Noylls. Now, these are two guys that we have not seen here at Season 3 before, and probably a lot of the players who are here aren't very familiar with them as well. Chris, you know a little bit.
So is it xPoacher? Is that how you pronounce
xPoacher.
it? Oh, xPoacher, yeah. So like a couple of guys have been saying that he's an upcoming UK player and he could do quite well in this tournament. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect. I don't think he's in that sort of Ty Walton, Taz class.
Okay.
But
more sort of like Zach Moore from Group A, if you like.
Yeah.
So you could spring a surprise or two, but hard to figure out how he's going to play first of all, and who he's going to play as well, which formations he's going to play, which players he has. But yeah, I mean these two. I think is it Noylls that has like a ton of seasoned players.
So I'm here.
So I mean, then that in itself, you sort of go, ooh, okay. It's be interesting to see what he's going to come up with. They're fairly balanced in terms of their stats: 81 attack to 83, 83 mid, 82 mid. And the only big difference really is that Noylls has a much stronger defence. He's 81 defence, 76 for Poacher. Not massive amounts in it. It's not going to make a big deal, but those little things in those tight matches can bring the difference.
Sometimes the stats can be a little bit deceiving because you may have players like Anua who has 83 pace, so a lot of players use him, but he's low rated as well.
Yep.
So,
but he's actually decent.
Yeah, exactly. So he might have a better suited team for FIFA
and that doesn't take into account chemistry or anything else either. So it's sort of me clutching at straws, really, because we don't, I mean, honestly, I hate admitting it, but we don't really know a lot about these two players. But that's what's great about the tournaments, because you get these new guys come in and come up to the Gfinity Arena and they play in this tournament, and we get these surprises. So I'm really interested to see how this one works out.
And I'm really interested to ask you both for your predictions.
Damn it.
Well, I've got a coin that you can toss, so you're just going to have to actually choose one of the two names.
Yeah, and I don't really want any splinters in my bum, so I'm not going to sit on the fence.
No. Me first?
Yeah, go on, Chris.
No, I'm going to go first this time, because I got stung last time. I'm going to go Poacher.
Okay, I'm glad because I was going to go first.
You can choose now. We can have a quick look at one of the squads. That might help you make your decision. We're hearing that Noylls has got a lot of Team of the Season players.
Yes.
It's a pretty strong, pretty comprehensive lineup. So, Chris, you were going for
Noylls still.
Yeah, and Paul.
Really? No, I'm sticking with Poacher.
Yeah, good. Stick with what you
think. He's. I mean, from what Hugh Griller was saying. He's all right. He's got a bit of all right about him, so I'm confident for him. Upcoming UK player, got to support the homeboys.
Well, that's another thing, isn't it?
Yeah, got to support the homeboys. Someone asked me actually, so where would you put this? How would you make it up? And I said very derogatorily that it's probably like Hereford versus Hartlepool, but I think that's probably a bit of a slur.
Possibly. These are still in the best. The top
exactly.
30.
They have qualified for our finals, of course, here at Season 3. So Paul and Chris will attempt to take you through this match with fewer slurs and more action.
Hopefully fewer slurs. Thank you very much, Matt. Yes, here we go then, underway. And we've got the unusual kit choices here. Some very unusual kit choices indeed.
So I think is that Exeter?
Yeah, I mean, you are looking at it thinking, is that really Exeter? Is that really, you're almost like you can't even believe what you're seeing right now. Anyway, early chances not going to fall to our intended champion, Poacher. He's going to play this one with the All Black strip of Exeter, who incidentally play their home matches at St James's Park.
Oh, didn't know that.
Learn something new every day. I'm just a mine of talent, of information that's completely and utterly useless. But nevertheless, we are going to see Exeter And it's a, you know, it's an interesting pick choice for kit and logo. But I like it. I like the fact that the players can actually play from their hometown. So, you know, maybe that's why he's done it on this particular.
Well, I think Exeter are playing in the yellow.
Wait, what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
That confused me because it was yellow on the logo. Let's wait and see. Yeah, okay, all right. What's this? I was creasing up on the name of his teams now as well. Right, so we are going to get back in any moment now when they've made their changes. Just a few seconds to go. In terms of these two players coming along, what happened to you when you went along to a new tournament? You know, when you were very young, when you were 20 years ago, when you were like 15 or 16, and you went to these tournaments for the first time. What was it like for you? How nervous did you get?
No, like my first...
Hold that thought. We got a chance early on. Ooh, just headed away. And indeed, that was very close. Yes, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, no, it's a really good story and one I enjoyed telling because the first tournament I rocked up at, I was 18 years old and I became world champion. So,
indeed. I always like dragging that one out of you.
That did help. And
no,
it was, yeah. I was just very cocky. I was very arrogant. I thought I was the best FIFA player in the world.
And you kind of were for a little while.
Anyone.
Yeah, you kind of were for a little bit. I'll give you that.
Maybe.
Okay, so 12.5 minutes played. Some changes already in this early exchanges. No clear-cut chances as such so far. And our French FIFA player in the all-black strip with various coloured boots. I have to say, I love the fact that you can do all coloured boots. I know it's a small thing, but you know, red, green, black, purple. They're all in there. It's great. But also poacher, ex-poacher. So if he's not ex-poacher, hopefully you can poach some goals in here. He's not seen a lot of the ball so far, I have to say. His Exeter side in the Brazilian strip. Yellow golden tops and blue shorts, white socks, and the traditional Brazilian national kit has got himself a little bit of space here on the near side. Last bit of trickery! Oh, strikes the post! Early chance. And Danny Welbeck will be very disappointed to see that come right back off that far post.
Yeah, I was unlucky there from ex-poacher. Did a nice fake shot on the edge of the box, got the chance. Normally players wouldn't take the shot on from there, but yeah, I guess it was worth the hit.
Very interesting lineups. We haven't really talked about the lineup just yet, but we'll hopefully get Chris on those selection choices when we get a chance. But there is a chance here for our French FIFA player. It's a stunning header from 7 yards out, and that'll be the first goal of the game. Very, very smart play. Whipped in quickly, and the header down was pinpoint accurate. 22 minutes gone, and Noylls takes the lead.
Yeah, good play from Noylls there. And you see that cross quite a lot in this FIFA. That sort of the cut back to the near post.
That tangle was that looked painful, even though it was in the virtual world. I slightly winced, I have to say. And now the poacher coming forward now, just inside his own half. Nice little threaded ball. Used the open legs there. Now PLALC, can he come forward here? Just checks once. Comes back to the inside. He's got a man beside him, but didn't decide to use him. And Noylls instead can break that one down. Oh, terrible ball out though, and he's given the ball away now. Rooney on the edge of the area. Can he strike this one? Oh, over the outside of the right boot. And that one comes flying back off the goalkeeper. Corner kick. Floating around on that far side right now. 1-0 down already, so he's got his work cut out here. Noylls with the free kick deep inside his own half, almost on his byline, in fact, has now got himself out of trouble. Interesting team lineups, Chris. What are your thoughts on them so far? You've seen there's some Paul Pogba in there, Dybala in there.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised by the Dybala. I must admit, he's like a silver team of the season player, so you rarely see him in a lot of players' squads.
Honestly, haven't seen him in any of the squads so far, so it's very interesting to see how he's... I mean, sometimes it's personal preference, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it could be. Maybe he's a fan of that player and wants to use...
Well, it seemed like a decent shot when it left the boot, but actually just thumped into the midriff of Poacher's goalkeeper, and it was an easier save in the end. Nice through ball here. Danny Welbeck on the end, and it strikes it first time. It's palmed away, and we've had several good opportunities, long-range opportunities too, and none of them have been converted. It's the opposite of the Ty Walton show in a way. 3 strikes on goal, and no goals recorded. Noylls with the lead, 1-0. Dybala getting involved there. Just on the inside, waiting for that ball to come through. Is he going to use him again? He is going to use him again. Pogba, though, inside. Aguero now, going to try and get through that last defender. There's a little bit of a tangle on the edge of the box. Now, which way's that gone? Free kick. It was just outside the box, so they've called it all the way back, actually. It's like, I don't know, 30 yards out. He's going to strike this one. He is! And headed away. That player on the line does become useful occasionally, although seemingly earlier when it was tie, that didn't seem to matter. Worked out this way for Poacher, though. Noylls now trying to come forward on the far side yet again. Likes this avenue of approach. Has already got himself a goal from that as well.
Yeah, no, Noylls is using a 4-2-2-2 formation, so he has the. He'll try to use his wingers as much as possible.
Well back on the ball now, coming forward. He's got a man to his right-hand side. Doesn't use him. Now checks back once. Little step over. Inside one. Tries to do a little bit too much there. And for a moment there, he was asleep and thought he was Ronaldo. He's woken up and realised actually he's not.
He actually had a really good chance there when two players fell over. If he just kept running, he could have had an easy chance.
It's not the kind of thing you'd expect to happen, though, is it? Two players
true.
falling over in front of you. Oh, thanks very much. I'll just run through that gap. And instead, he was expecting the tackle to come in. Noylls now with some good possession. Over to the near side now. Di Maria. Tricky little winger that he is. Can he cut inside here? Yes, he can. He can find xPoacher now on the edge of the box. Delivery here from Di Maria. Well, it's actually poor. It's bounced up onto the head of Toure and then landed at the feet of Pogba, who can't force his way through, but he might get himself a free kick. No, was half-time, blown whistle. So 1-0 at the half to Noylls. On reflection, is that a fair first half? Because there was some chances in there for Poacher.
Yeah, no, I think it's been fairly even so far. Although, to be fair, Poacher's been shooting a lot from range. He hasn't really had a clear goal-scoring opportunity just yet. So, yeah, maybe that is actually quite fair.
Okay, into the second half we go then. Just the virtual oranges at half-time, I guess. These guys have them, and they're obviously very quick as we get back underway. 1-0 to Noylls in this Group B game. Our opening game of Group B, of course. The winner will go through to the upper bracket final. What on earth was that? Goalkeeper just literally looking at that one, watching, waiting and thinking, oh, let's go now. Don't care.
You know, I'm not sure. I think that was an accidental cross instead of a free ball.
Yeah,
there.
That was a cross shot. Didn't really know what he was going to do. Brilliant little play here. Ronaldo's through. Oh, my goodness. Well, tumbles down inside the box. Nowhere near the ball, and the referee's given nothing there, and I think he's probably quite right. 60-40 possession, and well, Noylls dominated that first half in terms of possession. Didn't really give Poacher that many chances, although he had 3 shots on goal. So chance here. Ronaldo's through on goal here. Can this be 1-1? Twists and turns. Brilliantly puts it in the bottom corner, and we're tied up with a brilliant Poacher's goal from xPoacher.
You know, great goal from Poacher there. I thought he could have actually run forward and maybe gone for that near poach. Sorry, near poach?
Near poach. I like that a lot.
Post.
I'm going to use that.
Shot.
I'm stealing it. Brilliant.
But just did the sort of dummy shot and I went across goal.
Typical Ronaldo goal, it has to be said. But well executed. And it's the UK player back into the game. After a lot of possession from our French player, Noylls. In possession now on the far side. Can he get this ball in? There's a lot of space here. Oh my goodness, far too much space from the defenders, and a very straightforward header restores the lead almost immediately. What a great way to strike back.
You know, great goal from Noylls there. Almost the same as his first goal, in fact.
Just reversed, and actually on the same side of the pitch even, so different set of players, but same outcome. Incredible. Right back into it, and already has a chance here at the other end. Toure, almost seems like a shot there. And what's happening here? Well,
I think it was offside.
Yeah, I think it was offside as well. I think Bale might have just been behind the back 4 there. And Noylls has a little bit of possession, but he'll be quite happy with that. I don't think he'll be happy about the fact that he conceded so easily. But the strike back came very quickly. 2-1. Noylls leads. Possession here for Poacher. Finds Robin on the near side. Checks once. Looks like he was going to play it, then decided not to. Tricky winger, of course. Beautiful through ball. Oh, that's fantastic! Oh, my goodness! A whisker wide after a brilliantly bit of incisive play from Robin. But pulled back for offside.
Yeah, no, it was offside. It was.
No, it wasn't, Chris. Come on.
Could have been a great pass. I actually thought I didn't think it was offside.
I didn't think it was offside either.
Must admit.
I didn't think it was offside at all, but nevertheless it was. See, even in the virtual world, it causes arguments, controversy. It's still there, but the score remains 2-1. It wasn't in the end. It was all academic because it didn't go in, but nevertheless, good opportunity, good play. Shows that he's got it. Noylls now trying to throw the through ball into the 6-yard box. Is just thumped away and has fortunately fallen to Ronaldo now. He's got a couple of players up with him here. Ramirez now collecting the ball, plays the ball again. Ronaldo's found some space on the far side now. Has he got some support here? One man waiting inside the box. Can he twist and turn to get this one in? No, he can instead. He can twist and turn and fall flat on his backside after being fouled. I didn't see a foul there.
No, I didn't. I think it's just when you use a skill move in close proximity to players, sometimes you get the foul.
Yeah, from the tackle. What the intended tackle anyway. Free kick. Dangerous position here. Ronaldo waits, jostling inside the box, waiting for that ball to come in. Here it comes. It's delivered short, twisted into the box, played out to the outside. Now Koscielny! No! Good effort though. The score remains 2-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Koscielny has long-range shots in his locker, so that was an odd choice.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you know, it's very hard for a Newcastle United fan to complain about shots like that when that's what we've had all season.
Well, it's Colaccini been trying to rip him into the top corner.
He has. He's been trying from the halfway line, mate, all season long. It's a delight to watch. Or frustrating. Oh, my goodness, Noylls almost adding to his lead. And I don't know, maybe should have done better there. A little bit of space, had a hit first time, and it's gone wide. Some changes now coming up. What are we going to get here? Manajon. What do you make of that?
Yeah, no, so it's just Royce on for Matic, brought Ramirez back. I think that was Ramirez.
Yeah,
so yeah, it's just a bit more energy, I guess, on the pitch in this late stage of the game, just for fitness, really.
Okay, nothing majorly tactical. We've gone around about 16 minutes remaining. Tight game, as we sort of forecast, but it could have been 3-1. And Noylls could be looking at a first leg lead of 2 goals. But as it is, it's just the one between them. And all the time it remains that, there is an opportunity for Poacher to get back into this one. Now got Ronaldo on the ball in the centre circle here. Ball played out wide, is it? Not just yet. It's just held up a little bit. Rooney's waiting on the far side again in that midfield position. A lot of players like playing him in there. Robin now found himself in a more central position. Ronaldo's now trying to go through a couple of players. Dances, twists, turns, can't make his way through. And Noylls gets the ball back. A little bit scrappy at the moment. I think finding some decisive shots here. Ronaldo now, can he make himself some space? He can. And he's gone through one player. Just about to pull the trigger from 10 yards out. And it's whipped off the top of his toe. 8 minutes remaining. Still no one taking the initiative. Noylls just trying, content to hold the ball up here. Played inside. Aguero. Dybala. Di Maria. Pogba. That's Peluqueta on the far side now. He's found some space here. Brought this bum back. Well, decided to pull it back instead of crossing. And wasn't really anyone in that vicinity. It was, as the commentators like to say, a good ball to no one in particular. Robin now. Playing with his own tricks up there. Ronaldo, oh, somehow has made his way through, but the ball is just about picked up by Courtois. That was an important save. And keeps him in the game. 2-1 lead. Poacher now trying to search for that equaliser with Ronaldo once more. Again, ball played out this time to Royce, freshly on, of course, as a sub. His fresh pair of legs not able to deliver a pinpoint cross, though, and Noylls will now break away on the left-hand side once more. Rooney trying to get involved here. Dybala now on the ball. Finds Toure behind him. Sidestep pass to Pogba. Back to Aguero. 2 men waiting in the box now. Aguero, though, is going to run out of space down there. 4 men crowding him out. And once more, we're into injury time now, and Poacher now up against it. Di Maria now near side. Has to sprint forward quickly. Checks once. Checks again. Ramirez inside. Van Aanholt now joining the attack. Back to Van Aanholt. Really running out of time here. Got to find something incisive. Robin now in the central position. Switches back onto his right foot. Now onto his left foot. No, taken away from him at the very wrong moment as far as Poacher is concerned. And Noylls now will get the ball back in possession, but immediately loses it, and that could cost him, is it? No, it is going to be the final whistle, and that will be a 2-1 victory, and a hard-fought victory for Noylls there, but I think on balance probably deserved.
Yeah, only just therefore. Poacher in attack just seemed to overplay it in a lot of scenarios. I was really surprised there. He was through with Ronaldo at one stage there. A nice through ball could have got him a clear-cut chance at goal. And I don't think Noylls has had to do a lot for this league so far. So, you know, a couple of defensive errors.
We saw more shots, actually, I think, from Poacher, especially in the first half. There were 2 or 3 opportunities. I mean, I remember the one that came back off the post, for instance, early on. He got that Danny Welbeck goal, and then suddenly he's in charge. He can dictate the play. He can change strategies and what have you. Falling behind, I mean, he got back into the game. Great, okay, it's 1-1. But immediately losing that goal, that's so disheartening after you've worked so hard to get back in.
Yeah, no, that didn't help almost the flow of the game because, well, it seems like Poacher did have the front foot in a lot of that game. So it's a bit weird for us to be sitting here with Noylls, you know, with the 2-1 lead. It's just like he's gone in front and. Do
you feel like it would have been a draw? Would have been a better result or a fairer result?
Yeah, I think in the end, in that game, yeah.
So maybe Poacher comes down on that one thinking, should have done better in that one, should have got that equaliser, maybe should have held him to 1-1 after getting that first goal. But we'll see how it goes. Second leg is just about ready. They're loading in right now. So where do you think this goes now? Do we have to see something from Poacher early on to get him back into the game, remembering that home and away goals don't matter anymore. So he's got to score twice. He knows that. To go through, he's got to score twice. Will he be content, though, if he can just contain Noylls early on and then maybe hit him on the break like Ty did in his first game?
No, I think Poacher will carry on playing as he has been. He's been quite attacking anyway. So I think he's playing quite well. He's just got to be patient. Try not to make defensive errors that Noylls can exploit.
There's goals in this game, though, isn't there?
Oh,
3 goals almost seemed too few. Now, last match, I was expecting a few more because they both seem to be pretty potent up front as we get underway in our second leg then of this Group B game. It's the opening game, and the winner will go through to the winners bracket final. Loser stays in the competition, but will only get one more life, as it were, in the competition before they are eliminated. So, not the end of the world if you go out of this one, but very important if you can get off to a winning start here at the Gfinity Arena for this weekend's Play Like a Legend, Season 3, of course. One more season to come. Our previous champion is back in the house again. And it's a tough group, actually. Oh, chance here early on. Oh, my goodness. Courtois almost spilling that one into the legs of Ronaldo, and that would have been curtains for him had that occurred. And, an early scare for Noylls, who has got away with it. In the black strip. And, his opponent playing as Exeter, which we don't see an awful lot of, in the Brazilian strip, which is something we do see a fair bit. Those golden tops, blue shorts and white socks. Into our second leg here. First leg, of course, finishing 2-1 in favour of Noylls. Looking for a third here. A long ball to the back. And then thumped. And that one will be a corner kick. So it was a good strike on the edge of the box, but there was a man standing right in front of him. Let's see what they can do from the corner. Usually going to be playing it short. But maybe not this time. So, now swinging corner it is. Played in towards the box. Courtois is going to take that one very easily indeed. In a crowded area of players, immediately thumped upfield. It's the Wimbledon long ball style towards Danny Welbeck. In the end, he's had to check that one and just hold the play up a little bit because he had absolutely no support from anyone. Rooney was the man that held it up. Walker now on the far side. Searching for some space here. Rooney has to make a little bit of a lunge. He has managed to get the ball back, but that one's been broken down now. Could Noylls build something from here? Guerrero, relatively deep in his own half, has found Di Maria. The combination working nicely on that left-hand side. Torre, Di Maria. Back inside to Pogba, holding midfielder. Vincent Kompany now, right at the back. Oh, that's a poor ball. Very poor control indeed. They don't really want to give up possession that easily.
No, Noylls especially will just be looking to sort of work the clock down really, even at this early stage, and just try and keep possession, which is still doing, to be fair, and just frustrating xPoacher. Noylls' formation is actually set up really well to defend this, so we've got Poacher playing with 4-1-2-1-2, which is quite a narrow formation, attacking wise, and the two defensive midfielders for Noylls to sit deep and protect that back four.
Doing a good job of it so far as well. Noylls now on the near side. Let's get some players central here. Aguero just playing Di Maria into a nice bit of space. Oh my goodness, that final ball looked like it was going to be a killer ball. But somehow, Poacher has managed to get it out of his defence. There's PLALC on the ball. Chip ball over the top as well here. Di Maria has found himself onside, but surrounded by 3 Noylls players.
Yeah, that was a good.
And that hasn't worked.
That was a great chip through ball there. I thought it was through, but just managed to get his defender back there.
Very close indeed. The opening goal in this 10th second leg. Just a 2-1 lead, so we've got to be careful. Is this 3-1 though? Chance here. Chip ball to the back post. Aguero couldn't get on the end of that one, and instead it's managed to be pulled all the way out to Di Maria and Welbeck, and they've made a mess of that as well. Noylls once more gets the ball back. Far side here. Aguero. Ball again taken off his feet. Hasn't made a pass yet, has he? Passing's about as good as mine on a Sunday morning. Terrible. Rooney over the top now. PLALC getting involved. Tries to chip that ball through. That one's going to be a straightforward defensive clearance here. Oh my goodness, that was that big UFC in there or something? Yeah, it looked like he had him around the head. Incredible. Never mind though that, because the goal has come. Finally, after a scrappy bit of play, it's Poacher that takes the lead in our second leg. All sorts going on in that move, but finally, an incisive finish right at the end gives him the lead in the second leg, and we're all tied up on aggregate.
Yeah, Noylls can maybe think he's a little bit unlucky there that his defender didn't take the ball away, but to be fair, it's his fault for losing the ball in that early stage where good pressure from Poacher, winning the ball with that challenge.
What was that challenge though? It looked like he'd had his head, like his arm round his head.
I think he just ran into him.
I think it might be.
Trying to take the ball.
That looked extraordinary. So, 9 minutes till the half. Poacher back in this now, and back in it with a vengeance. 1-0 up in this game, 2-2 on aggregate. And a little ball over the top now will set well back on his way. Well, poorly controlled, actually. Instead, he's conceded a throw-in. Halfway inside the Noylls half. Torre now looking to try and play this one out. Gently does so to Pogba. Finds Dybala back in again for another match. Very interesting selection. Long-range effort from that one is, well, if that was a rugby kick, he definitely converted that one. Unfortunately, it's not, and you don't get anything for over the bar.
Yeah, that was a bit too far out. You don't see many shots from 40, 50 yards out flying.
No. Seen a couple so far in the last few seasons, and don't forget there is a goal of the season competition, so plenty of opportunities for these players to try those long-range efforts now and again, but not perhaps in the critical moments when you need to score a goal. They really do. I think they're like the greatest mixture of skill and luck combined. You almost need the perfect storm to pull them off, which makes them such a delight to watch, of course. Now, a little ball over the top now. PLALC's going to strike this one. Oh, my goodness, what a goal that would have been. On the volley and just off the crossbar.
That would have been goal of the tournament right there.
We were talking about it, weren't we, just moments before. Holy Moses, what was that? A rocket from PLALC comes off the crossbar. Brilliant effort.
I'm coming to like Poacher's style of play, actually. It's not
very enjoyable to watch.
It's really unpredictable at all. You'd expect someone there to bring it down.
Yeah, you wouldn't have expected that at all, would you?
Yeah, just try and play for it.
Wow. What a ball. Noylls now back in charge in midfield just at the end of the half. And that will be half-time. So 1-0 to Poacher. We're at 2-2 on aggregate. This one is finally poised for the last 45 minutes, pending, of course, whether we move on to a decider match. And just to update you, if you aren't familiar with the Playing Like a Legends rules, if this one ends 2-2 or even 3-3 or 4-4 or whatever, and it's a draw, home goals do not count. Away goals do not count double either. So it is a draw, and we'll go to a third match where silver goal will be in play for the first half, golden goal Well, the second half. Someone asked me earlier, well, what happens if it's still a draw? Well, we'll play another one.
Yeah.
And another one.
And another one.
And another one after that. And we'll keep on until we can find some way of separating these players. If they're that closely matched, then they deserve to have every match to try and find a winner. We're not there yet. 2-2 at the moment on aggregate. Into the second half we go. Noylls attacking from right to left on your screen in the black strip.
So there's a couple of interesting substitutions for Poacher there. He's brought on Ronaldo and Robben for Welbeck.
They were the winners for him previously. That's a fairly stretching ball, but the goalkeeper will be able to clear that one away. Noylls now back in control in midfield. xPoacher now near side. Inside to Torre. Still with Torre. Dybala. Very unusual ball over the far side, but it's kept possession. I guess Noylls concentrating on that just now. That's a poor ball into the box though. And Poacher will take those ones all day long, thanks very much. He's got 3 players up front right now, all searching for the ball. 2 very hungry, newly introduced players at the half as well. Very attack-minded, even though he's ahead. He's going for this one, that's for sure. Oh, my goodness, that one just, well, managed to be whipped away to Rosette or anywhere, frankly, would have done. But it could have gone the other way. Ronaldo, Robben, the 2 new boys on the pitch, combining well. Van Aanholt now, far side. Ramirez will cut that one out easily. And now ball played through to Di Maria. Chance for a long-range effort from him, and actually spectacular dive from Courtois, but probably didn't need it. Looks good though.
Yeah, comfortable save in the end. But I'm not sure what's happened to Poacher. Like in the first half, very lively going forward. It's almost like he needs to be a goal behind to really express himself.
Playing a little bit more cagey, might be a little bit of nerves creeping in. This is to go through to the winner bracket final, of course, in Group B. Torre brings it down nicely. There's xPoacher now combining with him once more. Torre into the midfield area and over the line once more. Nice build-up play once again from the French player. But needs some end product here because he hasn't had anything so far in this game. I don't even believe I've seen a shot from him.
No, Noylls almost being too patient at times and just a little bit disappointing when he gets to the final third, just not making that key pass count.
Perfect example of that right there. Chip ball in, headed away. Ronaldo now for Poacher. Finds his way back to the ball for a second chance at the Cherry. Still with Ronaldo. And someone's going to have to tackle him or just take him out of the game. That's fine. Rooney! Oh, just wide. My goodness, close. Offside in the end. So, danger once more. The French player who did very well in the first leg. 2-1 winner. Hasn't really shown us the class he showed us then in this second one now. Now he has a chance with Dybala. Long-range strike yet again over the top of the bar. Not afraid to give it a go, that's for sure.
Well, I haven't seen Abati hit too many from there either. Strange sort of selection, but Noylls coming into the game a little bit more.
Oh, chance here though. Aguero is going to be second to that one because Courtois was way too quickly off his line. Rooney almost getting caught out after the ball being thrown out there. And Robben now searching for the ball. Can header it down, but nicely done. Actually, it was Ramirez that lost the ball. That's unusual. Shelley and Van Aanholt now will sort this out in the back. Find a midfield player. Finally, they do. Ronaldo now on the ball, but again losing it. And time just ticking away towards what looks like a draw over the 2 legs. But what can they do here? Robben, Ronaldo, and well, I wasn't entirely sure that was a shot. It was. But it didn't look like that when it left the boot, and in the end it was a spectacular save. I thought that was going wide, frankly.
Yeah, I thought it was going wide. I think we needed a shout from the defender there.
Yeah.
Safe.
So, Noylls, again, trying to patiently build up from the back, but it hasn't worked again. Robben stolen it away. Ramirez now. Ronaldo waiting in the centre. Ramirez twisting round one. Finds Rooney on the right-hand side. Rooney now. 3 men waiting in the box for this delivery. Manage. Robben. Space on the far side, decides not to use it, comes back inside to Ramirez. Oh, Poacher, just the play being broken down. Somehow has got it back here with Kyle Walker near side. He's got himself some space now. Again, checks back. Doesn't like it on the left foot, though. Decides to play it slowly on the right. Inside the box, Di Maria trying to twist round, and that one is going to be blocked yet again. Good opportunity for Poacher there.
Yeah, no, a rare time where he hasn't been so direct and trying a more patient approach, but it didn't really work for him on that occasion.
5 minutes left on virtual time. Noylls now trying to break into the box, and remember, a goal from him would win it and take him through to the winners bracket final here. But in the end, he's had to come back to build up play. Pass number 30, is it? Oh! Tried to place it in the top left corner. But again, goalkeeper just far too good for that kind of tomfoolery. And Poacher now back in possession. 2 minutes remaining. Nerves are being stretched right now. Rooney, space now. To run, to play, to make a mistake.
Yeah, it wasn't really the ideal player to have with so much space in front of you to run into.
Yeah, anyone else almost but Rooney. Love him, but, you know, legs.
Yeah, and I think both players have kind of settled, possibly.
Almost for a draw, but we've got a chance here. Ronaldo towards the end of the game now. Robin waiting inside. Ronaldo twists and turns round two. Couldn't make the third one count, though. And Chiellini somehow has kept Noylls in the game. It is a draw. 1-0 in the second game. 2-2 on aggregate. We will go to a third match. And on balance, I think that's a fair result over the 2 games.
Yep.
But really, in the second match, Poacher probably had a little bit more opportunities than he should have capitalised on some of those.
Yeah, I think he's definitely the player who looks more likely to score here.
But it's very tactical too, isn't it? Noylls seems to, you know, keep possession really well, keeps the ball really well, works it up the field really well. Just end product not there.
Yeah. Noylls is just looking for that. He always tries to get a pass to that kind of target man and go for a 1-2, so a chip through ball or a through pass behind the defence. And yeah, he's just not had that opportunity.
Yeah,
in that second game.
Both not scared of long range strikes. So that Balassi volley would have been just probably the best goal we've seen in FIFA.
Yeah,
just absolutely audacious to try it from there as well. What was that all about? But both of them, we saw long range shots as well from Noylls in the second half. So they're not scared of giving it a go.
Yeah,
I like that about these new players.
There's a lot of finesse long shots as well, which you don't particularly see in this FIFA.
Mistake or good to see? How do you feel about it?
Maybe it's a compliment to both of their defences, not giving them a lot of space in and around the box, so their only opportunity to either get a shot on or maybe get a corner from it is to have a go at long-range shots.
Okay, both players readying up and almost ready to go in our third game. Just a reminder for you at home, these third games are, of course, winner takes all. Silver goal first half, and therefore if you score at any time in the first half and your opponent does not, the half will run down and you will be the winner. If it's 1-1 or 0-0 or draw at the half-time, we'll play the second half, and anyone that scores at any time, it is game over, and that player will win. So, silver goal and golden goal for our third match. I quite like that. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, no, I guess it's just
got to find a way to separate the
It's
players,
like extra time, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Ideally, we'd have penalties. I know that's not an option in Ultimate Team, so I think this is definitely the best way to settle it.
Yeah, I mean, as a viewer, I kind of like penalties, I have to admit.
So.
Even as an Englishman, we're not very good at them usually.
Yeah.
We usually go out of tournaments.
Usually.
Even if we qualify for them. But, you know, I quite like them from a viewership, but as a player, it's horrible. It's a really horrible way. Horrible way to go out.
Especially when there's money on the line.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we are into our third game then, between Noylls from France and xPoacher from the UK. These two players making their first appearance in the Gfinity Arena here in Play Like a Legend, Season 3, first time they've been down here. And have so far put up a good show. Noylls on the attack, a spectacular scissor kick away from Poacher in defence. Ramirez now with the ball forward. Di Maria's onto the end of this, just brings it down in time. He's going to get the shot off. No, he can't. And he was always stretching for that. It was always difficult. If he'd been able to take any stride, he would have absolutely been one-on-one with the keeper. Noylls now coming forward. Near side, as Palaqueta on the ball. Di Maria combining. Torre, that's a poor ball. And Poacher now on his own with the other Di Maria. Tries to sort of play a 1-2 off the defender, actually, but that didn't work. And we've had a fairly similar opening to how things were And the first 2 games, very tight first 2 games. Not expecting anything different, Chris, are you, for this third one?
No, if I was
one goal decides it?
Oh,
well, one goal definitely decides it, but it's...
Oh,
my goodness,
wow.
what? Well, what do you say about that? Hello?
Do you know what?
Foot? Hello?
I saw
like my left foot doesn't move anymore.
I'm not surprised by it either because it happens so much in this game. It hasn't really happened that much at the tournament.
We haven't seen that at the tournaments yet.
No, but it does happen.
But my word, have you literally got wooden leg there, sir? Has your foot fallen off? Have you stopped the inability to actually move and kick that ball away? I would be absolutely furious right now with my goal kick. What on earth was he doing? Nevertheless, we do have a leader, and that leader is Poacher. Extraordinary goal.
Yeah, no, so, yeah. Sometimes you get lucky in that instance, and
all part of the game, right?
It
is part of the game. It's exactly the same in real life. I mean, I've not seen Courtois do that in real life, but I've seen a few goalkeepers do that in real life in the past. Oh, whoops! I didn't kick that ball away, and it's gone in. My bad. Walker now on the near side. Poacher looking for a second one here, and that really would seal the deal in this first half. Remember, it's silver goal, so we're going to play all 45 minutes of this first half, but Noylls now up against it. He now needs to score to stay in the game, never mind go through. And it's Poacher who's on the ball right now. PLALC through one, couldn't quite get through to the second one, still trying to niggle at the defender's heels. And it's cleared away by Di Maria in the end, and not going to be in his possession for much longer either. Van Arnold keeping the ball for Poacher, and that's what he's really got to do now. He hasn't really got to go forward, but Rooney thumps that ball over the top. Di Maria's going to chase it. It won't be favourite for him. And instead, Noylls now picks up possession. He needs to build something here. Oh, my goodness. And that's not how it's going to work at all. PLALC with a through ball. Di Maria! It's 2-0. And that is game over for the French player in our first round of Group B. Brilliant play, incisive play, and Poacher is 2-0 up.
Yeah, no, real good pressure there, just intercepting the passes and closing the play down hard up the pitch. And it's the first time really that Noylls has actually lost possession in his half of the pitch.
Round by the own goal?
No, I think so.
By the mistake?
Before that goal happened, I was about to say, goals like that are really disheartening as a sort of FIFA player.
Yeah. Disheartening as any player.
Yeah.
I mean, just oh goodness, why me? And mentally now needs to be very strong. He's still got time in this game. It's still 22 minutes. We're only halfway through the first half, but he does need 2 goals now. And Poacher brimming with confidence after 2 goals, almost looking for a third here, which really would kill the tie off. Yeah,
and I think Noylls needs to gamble somehow now. So,
all out?
He needs to, yeah.
Is it time already? I think here we go. We are going to see some
No.
changes now.
Although this is Poacher.
Yeah, this is Poacher. I think we're going to see a little bit more of a defensive formation now, aren't we? Yeah, 4-5-1,
Yeah.
there it is. They're going to literally drop those back in. He's got Rooney as a sort of deep-lying midfielder, but deep as in defensive. Not sure that's particularly the best choice, but he might not have that many options. He's going to swap them around, though, I think. Di Maria dropping back. I thought he put manager up front then.
Oh no, yeah. So Ronaldo's up top now for Matic.
What's going on? Yeah, so that's yeah, okay. That's made it more. That's more sensible. PLALC switches to the left, Welbeck to the right, Di Maria through in the middle, and just sitting behind Ronaldo up front. So still got plenty of attacking force if he gets the chance. Still got plenty of counter-attacking options actually in that lineup, and then in that formation. But a much more. Do you think it's a sensible approach at this stage?
Oh yeah, definitely for Poacher. That's kind of the go-to FIFA formation in order to keep possession. And it's obviously good on the counter-attack as well.
Noylls now on the attack inside the box here. Twists and turns and puts one in the top left-hand corner. This tie's not dead yet. And Noylls is back in the game with a thumping shot into the top corner.
Yeah, finally Noylls going really direct. He can't be patient anymore, and it's paid off for him.
Di Maria now, lone striker on his own. Took 4 men to stop that challenge. But Noylls now, 15 minutes remaining of the tie. Back in it. 2-1, exciting third match between these two, and still not decided despite the fact that Poacher had literally just switched to a more defensive formation, having gone 2-0 up. Now Noylls, is he able to cut open this defence again? Not quite. Might force himself a corner. Indeed he has. Chance in. Short. Played in. Man waiting. Headed up into the air. It could go anywhere right now. Oh, it's looped over the top of the goalkeeper. Somehow Courtois has palmed that away at the last second and kept his man ahead here. Unbelievable drama at both ends of the pitch.
I thought we were about to see another goalkeeper error there where it just sort of kind of loops over the keeper.
Very close. Ramirez now. Heart rate thumping in the booth for both players. Di Maria playing it forward. Now, chance here. Oh, well, try for the long range. Almost looked like a long-range effort, actually. Didn't look like he was going to pass that one at all. 8 minutes remaining. Noylls back in charge once more. Again goes for a long range. Ball somehow kindly falls to one of his own players. Still keeps possession here. xPoacher, near side, dances round one. Inside for a second. Aguero deep. Roney inside, to Pogba. Di Maria now. Inside to Torre, and that's poor. Very poor. Almost a repeat of what we saw in the first 2 matches, where brilliant build-up play, poor end product.
Yeah, I don't think he was expecting the pass to go to that player in first. So he was expecting to almost double pass. So I can see why that error came about. I'm really surprised he's going for the long shots though. With 10 minutes left, you need to try and get that clear-cut chance, not gamble it with these long shots.
Trying to carve something out here with Aguero missing that shot, that ball from Torre. Instead, it's Poacher that picks up the ball now. He's got very limited options, of course, going forward because of that much more defensive formation that he's got. But when you've got Ronaldo, it almost doesn't matter. Can he try and find something in here? Well, the back pass was quite heavy. But in the end, Company can bring this away. The Noylls, we're into injury time now. Poacher on the verge of making it through to the winners bracket final in Group B. Noylls on the verge of dropping down to the lower bracket and only having 1 life left. Can he find something right at the end of this game? Dybala now on the ball, in towards the box. Chiellini's now up front as well. Look at this. They're trying to throw everything at the kitchen sink at the front line. Chiellini, has he got a chance? No, couldn't get it from out underneath his feet, and it's thumped away. Now, is that the final whistle? Not quite, I don't believe.
Yeah,
or is it? Yes, it
yep.
was. Yeah, couldn't hear it in my ear, but yes, it is. And whoa, what an end to a match. What an amazing third game we've had. And well done to xPoacher. Comes through in silver goal in match 3, 2-1. That was... He's got the old ticker going, that one. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Noylls actually had a lot of good chances, especially at the end. I thought he could have just turned in and had a shot. But yeah, just a bit unfortunate there. And Poacher goes through, but I think that was deserved, actually. I thought he
just for his attacking play, on balance?
He just forced the issue a bit more attacking-wise. And I thought Noylls just was disappointing in the final third sometimes.
Okay. What do you make of the lineups? And there were a few players that we don't normally see in Play Like a Legends, and obviously it rotates after a while because of the way that the seasons work. But what did you think of the lineup, Noylls in particular? Yeah,
no, I think Noylls had a lot of team of the season players, but I don't think they were sort of low-rated players who have been boosted for team of the season. So are at they're at the standard of a normal Ronaldo card. You know, nothing special, but to be fair, Noylls did have team of the season Aguero, but we didn't really see much from him.
No, not really. So, I mean, he was almost too deep in some positions, like he was playing behind the front almost. That said, on both sides, they had plenty of good players, but it's not always. I mean, Spencer and David talked about this before, and yourself on the shows. It's not always about having those right players, team of the season players, or 94 rated Di Marias or anything like that. It's not always about it. It's about the chemistry as well. You've got to try and find that nice balance. Ty made a point in his interview of saying, he switched away from that kind of Spanish team that he was building. He's got more Germanic with his team now, but he's kind of like a hybrid in there. But the chemistry is really good. Yeah,
no, I agree. It is, chemistry is obviously the main part of FIFA Ultimate Team. And I actually rate, even though Poacher had less team of the season players there, he had the whole BPL link. And I think he used the players to their strengths as well, especially for Noylls. So he plays 4-2-2-2, so he plays out wide a lot of the time. It doesn't help to have Aguero in the box, who's 5'8". Maybe you'd like to see someone like Harry Kane in there, who we've seen earlier in this tournament have some success from crossing and heading. I think maybe Noylls got caught up with too many team of the season players that didn't really suit his style of play.
Do you think we'll see a change from him in his lower game? He might end up having to play him again, of course. Could be another titanic struggle between these two if it ends up that way.
Yeah, no, but I think these two are going to play each other again because I don't think. You
think Rocky's probably the strongest in the group?
Yeah,
having
definitely.
The experience that he's got as well.
I think we could see a similar group to how Group A went. So when Ty obviously dominated Group A, I think Rocky will maybe comfortably win the next match.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see if it's Rocky 4 or Rocky 5. I can't remember how many Rockies there were, but we've definitely got one in here this weekend. And he'll be playing in the next match against the winner of our first match in Group B. Our winner of that match is now downstairs with Matt.
Thank you, Paul. So congratulations to you. That was a well-fought match. Across 3 legs again, though. Another match for our Play Like a Legend going into silver goal. Was there a time in that when you felt you were in control?
Yeah, definitely. Well, it was quite an even game, but it was kind of just not really luck, but it's a game of FIFA. So it kind of went my way towards the end. So I'm just grateful for that, to be honest. But anyone could have won that. It was a close game. Okay. So. Yeah.
So you've got a lot of respect for Noylls. Had you played against Noylls before? Did you know what sort of team or formation or his tactics, how he might come and play at you?
I can't really remember playing him before. Okay. So I think that was the first time I played him, like ever. Like not even online, just here.
And how do you prepare when you're coming to a new tournament? This is the first time we've seen you here at Play Like a Legend. How do you prepare when you're coming to a new tournament and you're playing against players you don't know for such a big prize pot as well?
I just kind of go over the best lineup I have, really. Like the players I work well with and stuff. So, like so Di Maria there, he played quite well for me in that match. So I just went with him and went with the lineup I had. And
if you were going to be playing Noylls again, would you change your squad, or do you think you've got a handle on that game now and you would go in and play much as the same way as you just did?
I think I'll just play the same way I just did, to be honest. But if I would go down, maybe I might change formation or something like that along those lines. But I felt 4-3, 4-1-2-1-2, the second variation, played well for me in that game. So I felt I should probably stay with that.
You locked it down a little bit. You went more defensive once you were taking the lead in that third leg. I guess that was because you thought Noylls was still a very strong opponent and he could come back at you, and that game wasn't in the bag?
Yeah, I didn't really want to take any risks whatsoever, so I kind of just want to go the defensive approach. Yeah. So I did that and went 4-2-3-1, just to structure the defence a bit more, like make it so he can't really get through as easily.
And you're playing Epsilon Rocky next. He got a bye through, so it's between you and him. The winner of that match will go through to tomorrow's quarterfinals. You've played Rocky before, haven't you, a few times? So how are you preparing for that game?
Well, I've played him a few times on online qualifiers, but I think I'll just go with the same approach, with the same formation stuff, just hope for the best, to be honest. I know he's a good player, so yeah, I'll just try my best and see what happens.
Great. Well, that's the best approach to go into a game, so congratulations again. Well done, xPoacher. So that'll be xPoacher taking on Epsilon Rocky in the next match of Group B. The winner of that, well, we're going through to tomorrow's quarterfinals here at Play Like a Legend. Whoever doesn't win that game has a second chance, though. But obviously everybody would like to get through as top seed in the group. So we'll be finding out who is #1 seed of Group B going to those quarterfinals just after this break.
Peggy 3.